Yung 30, kinuha yung mga birthday natin. Yung akala ko bibili ng ticket, hindi pala. Tinanong mo yung schedule ko pa ilang pupunta. Bakit kinuha pa yung number, yung birthday natin? Wait. Ay, hindi na. Din yung ginagamit ni Sir. Isa ba yung gusto ko nakata?
Kasi ina-admit ko na po yung ano.
Sige. Namis lang natin. Ilan sila?
Kako po sa ano na ito, yung invited po.
Isa lang po yung
Sa lang okay.
Korea lang.
Ay, sa lang
Dalawa
po.
Okay, so okay na din. So, okay, we would like to acknowledge the presence and participation of the consultant for online, Mr. Habang Moreno from Road Korea. Thank you, sir, for coming, and Mr. Noel Kasupa also from Road Korea Incorporated. Thanks for participating. Okay, so we proceed now. Okay. Okay, Director Maribik, you are recognized.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Procurement PB Conference for Consulting Services for Technical Assistance in Policy Formulation on Road Safety, including Capacity Building. With contract ID number 24 CSZ 025. There are three invited firms. These are Road Korea Incorporated, Transport and Traffic Planners, TPPI Incorporated, and SMDI Consultancy Incorporated. The mode of evaluation is quality cost-based evaluation with a passing rate for the technical score is 60 points. This has a approved budget of 935,250,000 inclusive of 5% contingency. Bids 935,250 pesos inclusive of 5% contingency. Bids exceeding this amount shall not be accepted. It has a contract duration of 2 months. Please be reminded of the following contents of your technical proposal that the bar for your consulting services should be checking, adopting the pass-fail criterion during the preliminary evaluation of bids in accordance with Section 25.2.c of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 2184. 1. The bid security in the prescribed form, amount, and validity period. Number 2, organizational chart for the contract to be bid. Number 3, list of completed and ongoing projects. Number 4, the approach, work plan, and schedule. Provided, however, that for architectural design, submission of architectural plans and designs shall not be required during the consultant selection process. Number 5, the list of key personnel to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. And number 6, the omnibus statement in accordance with Section 25.3. Please be reminded of the deadline for submission of proposals, both eligibility, technical, and financial, on March 6, 2025 at 8:00 a.m. The schedule for opening of the eligibility and technical proposal is on March 6, 2025 at 9:00 a.m. The bids and bid security must remain valid for 120 calendar days from the date of opening of bids or until July 4, 2025. The bid security shall be limited to bid securing declaration or at least any other form in accordance with the following amounts. If the bid security is in cash, cashier's manager's check, bank draft or bank guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit, the amount should not be less than 18,705 pesos or 2% of the ABC. If the bid security is in the form of surety bond, the amount should not be less than 46,762 pesos and 50 centavos or 5% of the ABC or bid securing declaration. Please take note that for bid surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company, it must be accompanied by a certification from the insurance commission that said surety or insurance company is authorized to issue such security. The certification must be original and specific for this particular project. Taxes under big data sheet ITP clause 11.5. 15% withholding tax on gross amount of local currency, 12% value added tax on local remuneration. Taxes prescribed by the Bureau of Internal Revenue, Revenue Regulations number 14-2018. Please take note that consultants should anticipate implementation of any tax measure to be imposed by the government and to consider such in their proposal portion. Because the bidding document is free, the bidder must submit one original and 7 copies of the first component, which is the eligibility documents, and the second component, the technical and financial proposals of its bid, and a soft copy in PDF format of the eligibility document and technical proposals only, stored in any electronic device such as flash drive or CD or DVD roll, and must be submitted along with the hard copies of the first and second component. The address of submission is at Procurement Service, Meeting Room, Room 503, 5th floor, DPWH Central Office, Bonifacio Drive, Port Area, Manila. Please take note that you may still send your request for clarification until February 25, 2025. To these emails, gregorio.ma_victoria@dpwh.gov.ph or Pogjan.mary_grace@dpwh.gov.ph. A bid bulletin will be issued containing the replies to clarifications and amendments to the request for proposal if there are any, not later than February 28, 2025. The minutes of the pre-bid conference should be recorded and prepared not later than 5 calendar days after the pre-bid conference and shall be made available to prospective bidders not less than 5 calendar days upon written request. So that's all for Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Director. Are there any questions, queries, or clarification?
May iba pong presentations.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We just want to present a brief technical description of the proposed consultancy services. Basically, in 2019, the department engaged the services of World Bank through a reimbursable advisory services agreement. And part of the output of that engagement is the recommendation to adopt a new KPI for the department, and this includes IRA for International Road Assessment Program. Now, next slide. Initially, Mr. Chair, part of that engagement, we were able to accredit 6 of our technical staff in the adoption of IRAP survey methodology. And this in this particular contract, Mr. Chair, we plan to engage the consulting firm to train our engineers on IRAP methodologies, focusing on three of the full IRAP accreditation, which includes survey, coding, and reporting. Now, this is also in line with our commitment with the PGS, wherein we are required to assess at least 100 kilometers of road, consistent with the upgrading of the safety performance of our network. So the consultancy service aims to strengthen the road infra safety program of the department by building the capacity of DPWH engineers in using IRAP. And this involves a comprehensive training program to enhance road safety assessment capabilities, enabling our engineers to proficiently encode in accordance with the IRAP methodology. Now, these are the three major scopes of the consulting services. Initially, the consultant is required to review the existing road safety framework in the department, basically to identify strengths, gaps, and weaknesses, and propose areas for improvement. The second activity involves capacity building. So a comprehensive 5-day training program will have to be conducted to enhance the road safety assessment capabilities of the DPWH on IRAP. So the last major activity involves accreditation assistance. So based on the capacity building, the consultant shall provide assistance and guidance to participants on accreditation. So this covers so part of the contract includes the payment of the accreditation fees to IRAP. So these are the proposed deliverables. Of course, we have under the review of existing DPWH infra program, we have two outputs, the section report and the RISP review report. On the capacity building, they have to submit, prepare and submit the course design, the session plan, the training materials, including the training certificates, and of course, the training completion report. For the accreditation assistance, they will have to submit the accreditation assistance report and any refresher course materials. Initially, Mr. Chair, for those na mag-fail dun sa accreditation process, part of the contract is that the consultant will conduct a refresher, a one-day refresher course para makapag-take ulit yung applicants ng accreditation. And lastly, Mr. Chair, is the submission of the final report. Next slide. So as regards to time schedule, generally this will be a 2-month contract. So next slide. So these are the requirements. For the team leader, a registered civil engineer, minimum of 5 years experience in road safety with a specific focus on road safety audit and design in the Philippines or other ASEAN countries. Second, at least 3 years of experience in conducting IRAP within the past 5 years. And lastly, currently holding full IRAP accreditation for survey, coding, analysis, and reporting. Now, for the IRAP accredited specialist, a graduate of any bachelor's degree must have at least 3 years of experience in road safety with specific focus on road safety audit and design in the Philippines and other ASEAN countries. At least 2 years of experience in IRAP within the past 5 years, and currently holding full IRAP accreditation for survey, coding, analysis, and reporting. And lastly, Mr. Chair, considering that based on the market survey that we conducted, most of the IRAP accredited practitioners in the Philippines are affiliated with international company. So we asked for a certificate of non-availability of local consulting firm and was signed by the secretary. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Walang qualified.
We requested that foreign companies will be allowed to participate.
Thank you, Director. So, do you have any question from our participants online in regard to the presentation was made?
Good morning.
Advanced Career Formulation. So, so we received a clarification from Road Korea addressed to the chairman, Dr. Consulting Services, Undersecretary Eric A. Alcala. During your second panel, we are writing to formally request clarification on certain conditions of the eligibility and legal document for the consulting services for technical assistance in policy formulation and on road safety, including capacity building as advertised under reference number 1176-1169. We appreciate the opportunity to participate in this procurement process and seek the following clarifications to ensure our compliance with the requirements. Number one, eligibility of foreign consultant. Based on Section 1 eligibility criteria, foreign consultants are required to enter into a joint venture with a Filipino consultant, with the latter holding at least 60% ownership, as it is the general compliance requirement. However, item 1.3 of the eligibility data sheet states that foreign bidders are allowed to participate subject to compliance with Section 2 eligibility requirements. In light of this, we respectfully seek clarification on whether the aforementioned provision in the eligibility data sheet allows a foreign consultant to submit a bid with 100% foreign ownership without considering the requirement or enter into a joint venture with a Filipino consultant. Number two, accreditation fee. The terms of reference or the TOR and financial forms outline that the accreditation fee shall be shouldered by the consultant as part of the reimbursable items. As a general rule, reimbursable expenses that can be included in the bidding are typically limited to those incurred within the contract period. Additionally, since the accreditation fees applies only to test takers who successfully pass the accreditation test, we would appreciate your confirmation that only those who pass within the contract period will be considered eligible for reimbursable expenses. We kindly request your response to these queries at your earliest convenience or through the issuance of a lead bulletin as provided under Section 51.5 of the Implementing Rules and Regulations of Republic Act No. 12609 or the New Government Procurement Act. Should you require any further details regarding our request, please do not hesitate to contact us at korea.gh@ga.gov. We appreciate your attention to this matter and look forward to your response. Thank you. Sincerely, Jaibun Sino, Branch Manager, Road Korea Incorporated.
Yes, ma'am. Ito siya number 2, gano'n naman eh. Kailangan talaga within the contract period natin. Yung contributors
Allowed sila kahit bilang ng JG Filipino.
Yes, sir, under section 24.
meron ng municipal requirements.
Yung certification.
And it would be better, Mr. Chair, if we rather put our answers in what you call this ambiguity,
Yes, sir.
because their clarifications are in writing.
Yes.
So we responded
The writing.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, are there any further question or query from Road Korea online?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. No more from
Yeah.
outside.
Okay. So I think there is. Is there any question?
No more, no, none po.
Please. Okay, if there is any more question, thank you for participating. You may now be excused. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.